Hey, check it out. I got some ducks to talk to today. All about why they should be Presbyterians, and you should too. Reason number 5 is biblical worship. And right away, I have to say, worship is more than just the singing portion of a service. Hey, I was raised Southern Baptist. I know we relegate the singing to a early portion of the service. We sing and then we're done. But not so. In Presbyterianism, we have what we call a dialogical principle, which means that worship is actually a dialogue between the people and God. So if you come to one of our services, you will find that we hear God's call to worship. God speaks to us, then we speak to God perhaps in prayer. Then God speaks to us from the scriptures and we sing to God. And then God responds with a sermon, something along those lines. That worship is a dialogue and is not merely the singing portion of a service. But perhaps even more important than the dialogical principle is what we call the regulative principle, which means that God tells us what pleases Him. I can easily illustrate this. Growing up for Christmas, my parents never did Christmas wish lists. So they would just give us something that they thought we would like. But upon getting married and coming into my wife's family, we did wish lists. And what an awesome thing to tell you, this is what I desire, this is what would please me, and then you give it to me, and of course I'm ecstatically happy. What a great thing. Well, similarly, the Lord has told us what would please Him in worship, and we are not free to say, well, I think this might please you, so I'm going to do it. Consider Leviticus 10. Nadab and Abihu thought that they might offer strange fire to God, worshipped Him in a way that He didn't tell them to, and God killed them. You see it again, 1 Samuel 13. Saul, who's a king, not a priest, takes it upon himself to sacrifice, to worship God and sacrifice, and the kingdom is taken away from Saul. God cares how He is worshipped, and we ought to only worship Him in ways that He has commanded. You don't find that in a lot of churches that are not Presbyterian. So reason number 5, I'm a Presbyterian, you should be a Presbyterian. The ducks should be a Presbyterian as well. It's biblical worship. Worship matters.